Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Queen's Wish. So, we're on this little island here. I guess it is a full-on island, isn't it? Not just a peninsula. And we're gonna do some more exploration here. Probably uncover all of the overworld here. And in the process, hopefully, most likely, also discover at least one new location that we didn't know about. As you get farther from the roads and settlements, the woods get denser, darker. Trees make loud rustling noises as you pass them. Sometimes when you look around, you would swear the trees have moved. Ooh. I mean, that would be kind of spooky and, you know, surprising if we hadn't spent a lot of time in these woods that do exactly that. So, that's really not that big of a surprise. Anyway, where is this? Oh, wait, is this a connection to the easternmost landmass? Not really visible on the world map, but that's okay. As you get farther into the forest, it only seems more threatening. Visibility is very short, but you think you can see massive beasts shambling in the distance. You see the occasional bone poking out of the turf. Sometimes you find a discarded boot or a scrap of a cloak, Ariel clothing. Whatever has happened to the forest here, it regards all as intruders, Haven and Ariel alike. Yep. We are looking for the final Mind Warper dungeon here. Yeah, in fact, I wasn't sure at first what these were, but those are obviously those plant dragon looking things. This is it, huh? The heart of the wood. I wasn't planning to... Well, I suppose I did say that I was planning to go there next. Hello, report. Ah, dang it. Wait. Oh yeah, of course. Still worried about my iron, but that's okay. We might still head into this dungeon next, but I do want to see what other location there is, because there's obviously something here. There are some resources, it looks like. Although it seems like... Oh, never mind. I did not see the path there, but apparently there was one. You find an Ariel caravan. It got lost in these twisting woods and trapped here. The carts are almost completely overgrown. The people are just gone. One of the carts carried quicksilver. The shrubs send their root into the jugs, sucking out the liquid metal. Weird. You do manage to salvage 2 intact flasks of the stuff. Well, I mean, that's nice and all. Hi there. I guess I could have fast-traveled away if I really wanted to. I kind of did want to be honest, but, you know, didn't think quickly enough. That's fine. Let's have ourselves a little combat. I think we can get all of them. Yeah. Okay, they did all get slowed, it looks like. It's a good start. You're afraid, that's fine. And confused. Oh, right, yeah. Must have been one of those things doing that. Let's see here. You can do that. Although only the Fenris beast can bleed. Charge down that beast. Decent damage. Actually, what's the health situation here? Yeah, they're all pretty similar in that regard. Have a fireball. It's okay. Oops, that's not the correct shortcut for you. This should work relatively well. Heavy blow. Okay, well, I wasn't even expecting to finish that one off. Glad that I did, though. Just shock. Heavy blow. Close, but not close enough. However, if you hit, yep, that's a kill. Another heavy blow. Oh, you're... Okay, you're confused, but if you do anything, it's good. Heavy blow. Good hit. Very nice. Okay. I think we should probably be able to just finish him off with normal attacks now. Saving some energy for further encounters. Even though I'm probably going to return to civilization before I head into any kind of dungeon. Well, we did get something there, however, Huh. Maybe there is nothing at the end of this path. Maybe it was a red herring, or I just misinterpreted, I guess. Because... well, there really isn't any kind of road on the actual overworld. It's only on the map. Of course, there's something here. Except it's not actually anything. Okay, never mind. Is this something? No. Huh, well then. I guess there really is only the one dungeon. I mean, there's a little bit of a remnant of a road, it looks like. Huh, well, I mean, in that case, I suppose I might as well head into the heart of the wood, huh? And get that out of the way? Is that going to be the super dungeon here? The super boss equivalent to the dragon or the infernal scorpion? I mean, even if that's the case. We dealt with those, so we should be able to deal with whatever waits in here. That being said, maybe I want to head in here with, you know, full energy. I probably do. I could also finish off exploring the overworld. I kind of feel like doing that. And we can always return there. But that way we can scout out what else there is to discover. Let's not run into these slimes, though. If we can avoid it. Uh-oh, okay. Phew. That was maybe a little bit too risky. Okay, let's quickly check out this here. No getting through this way. Okay. What is this? Hello? There are a few farms well out here in the woods. It's dangerous having a little colony out here. The Ariel have to spend a lot of time chopping back the living forest before it engulfs them. Even though these Ariel are relatively poor and rustic, their farmhouses are still centuries old and beautiful. This is an old, proud people. No doubt. You cordially greet the Ariel farmers. They are proud, independent folks armed with swords and axes. They carve out a rough living fighting back the forest. Huh, literally carve out. They greet you. They know nothing about politics, don't recognize your Havenite insignia, and are happy that way. They offer you a modest meal delivered with the standard Ariel quiet superiority. You bid them farewell and move on. Surprised I didn't even get any kind of dialogue option in this case. Hello? And this is just, okay, part of the same general encounter, I guess. Well, we have ourselves a little labyrinth here. Not that it's particularly effective, of course, because we can just, you know, the characters will just auto-path through it. The forest is growing more cramped and claustrophobic. The canopy blocks out the sun, making it hard to see the bones poking out of the turf. There is a path here, sort of. Ariel do occasionally come out in this direction. Not many, though. You wonder if they survive. I mean, the bones must be from something, or someone. A wind blows through the dark woods. It sounds like a moan. Maybe it is a moan. You hear the creaking of wood coming from all directions. Then howls. Okay, those are more mind warpers. That's suboptimal, but should be able to deal with that. There's slime. That's great. Oh, there's something. What are those? Oh, lizards. Drakes. Haven't seen those in a while. Ha! Tricked you. Wait, this is not a location to enter. Uh-oh. You find a stone circle. It's very remote, though you can catch glimpses of the sea through breaks in the woods. Actually, I just remembered. Stones by the Sea, right? We have a quest that's actually named that. So I accidentally stumbled upon that, I suppose. Anyway, when you get close, you feel a deep unease. Something is wrong here. Enter the circle. You enter the circle. You feel a deep, unexplainable terror. It's just a ring of stones overgrown with ivy, but something is wrong here. In the center of the circle, you find a stone. Yeah, that does look kind of peculiar, doesn't it? It's covered with brown stains. There is nothing else here. Get closer. You take a close look. There's nothing unusual. No bones, no treasure, just bloodstains. Yeah, that's not unusual at all. However, when you're close, you'll feel a deep, malevolent energy. It is a relief when you back away. You're very happy to leave the circle. When you do, the woods seem much calmer. Nothing is stalking you. A salty breeze comes in from the water. You even get a little sunlight. Okay. But the creatures are gone, actually. But we do have a quest. Stones by the sea. Advent Loner from the Sage of Fort Mist. Stone circle by the coast to the southeast. It seems to be defended by a huge ring of enchanted forest. Go to that stone circle and see what is there. Huh. I mean, I suppose we did that. Saw what was there. Couldn't really do anything there, but oh well. This is just a dead end. Isn't it? Yep. Oh, wait. There was an entrance here all along. Didn't see that. Huh. Okay, well, I suppose we have... Oh. Explored most of this, except for this building in the very center. There is a prosperous Ariel farm here, not far off the main road. When you get close, the people here give you a warm greeting. They wave and invite you to approach. Suspicious, but I'm gonna be trusting as always. You approach and meet the clan of Ariel who works this land. They are ordinary folk, not a blessed among them. They are smiling and friendly to you, almost worryingly so. You look hungry from the road. Come in, sit, rest. Want a meal? Some drink? Yeah, this is definitely suspicious. Tell me about the Ariel instead? The head of the family, an imposing matriarch in her 70s, says, "We are a proud people, but we are giving too. Any Havenites who pass on the main road are invited to share at our table." Why are you so eager to share your culture? Because the Ariel culture is superior, the finest in the known lands. Life in our woods can be rough and strange, but it is a paradise. We owe it to the world to show ourselves to it as a good example. Okay. Still kind of strange, even if you're being honest about that. Tell me about the Blessed? Most of us prefer not to discuss such things with outsiders. There are a few loudmouths, but most of us are content. I'm sure. I mean, people who are relatively prosperous, like you, probably have little to worry about, little to complain about. Tell me about this road. It is the main roadway between Mercedes to the west and Heilhovo to the east. Traveling on it should be safe as long as you don't wander too far from the path. Well, I guess I'll be going now. We are honored by your visit, Prince of Haven. Please enjoy the glories of our land. Sure. Glories, well, such as they are. This is not looking so good. I guess this is really just another defensive barrier of thorny, hostile forest. Could these possibly be friendly? You see a group of young Ariel warriors. Oh, more people to send to our fortress, maybe? They're blessed from wealthy families. They have light leather armor and blades of glowing light, enabling them to move fast and attack with vicious effectiveness. Normally, they could effortlessly find their way through these dark woods. This group seems lost. They watch you from the far end of a dark path, and they don't seem hostile. Talk to them. They greet you with the haughty arrogance of the Ariel. Then they realize that you are a Havenite. They left their families to sign on with Haven's army. Okay. I mean, we probably encountered an encounter like this one with the exact same text before, but it must have been a while ago. A while ago. This is very common in Vessel States. Haven pays very well and provides excellent training. Even the Ariel admit that Haven has much to offer. Well, give them directions to a Haven fort. Fortunately, you rebuilt one of Haven's fortresses, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Cool. Always happy to do that, whatever exactly it does for me. I don't know, maybe it reduces theft chance? Although I don't think it does. Maybe it... Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming it must do something, or maybe it's purely a role-playing choice. Who knows? Hello. You're standing here suspiciously. These Ariel are wielding machetes. They use them against the massive thicket, which is constantly trying to expand past its bounds. Their arms and faces are covered with painful scratches, wounds received from this insidious wall of thorns. They are understandably irritable and not in the mood for talk. You nod and keep walking. Okay, fair enough. A family of Ariel farmers give you the standard greeting. Great friendliness. Lots of chat. I mean, that wasn't the standard until very short time ago, but I kind of prefer it to, hostility, I guess, even though it is still a little bit unsettling. The offer of an excellent meal and fine wine. Light conversation about nothing of importance. You thank them and move on. Whether they care for Haven or not, there is no reason to fight or mislead you. They trust the forest. They trust the forest to kill you for them. Oh, well, I mean, okay. Oh no, more slime. When you get close to the shore of this river, you see movement under the surface of the water. Several blobs of slime. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Can we outrun them? We sure can. No! What? How did that happen? Not the worst thing in the world, but still. Not exactly what I had in mind. Yeah, and we can't quite reach... Well, we can reach 4 of them, like that, actually. Good enough for now. Steaming mass. Actually, they don't seem to have a lot of hit points at all. Yeah. No big deal. That was a good one. You know what? I feel like I'm in a fireball-y mood today, so that's what they get. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, that was a good one. That might be enough, yeah. Okay, that one's gonna let me bleeding. Not entirely sure how that works, how they are bleeding. They're not, you know, literally losing blood, but just losing or slime, which I guess would be harmful to them. You pick apart the slime, searching for treasure. You only find slime. Okay. Should I suppose I... Interesting. Did not start an encounter with those. Maybe they're not hostile? But even if they were some kind of friendly slimes, I still would have started the encounter, so I guess I'm just gonna keep avoiding them if I can. Ideally, I won't have to, you know, manually walk these roads anymore, since I can just fast travel everywhere. You find a gap through this massive thorny thicket. Unlike the paths you fought through earlier, this one is nice. It contains a series of farms, carefully tended crops, and beautiful old farmhouses. You're in the wealthiest, most civilized region of the Ariel Woods. Maybe you're safe from ambushes now. Maybe. This is Brandon's Break, which obviously we'll have to pass through. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, in fact, next report already. Oh. Slowly but surely losing iron. I guess we can always exchange something else for iron, so it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, this is the place of atonement that we are supposed to enter for a quest. But in order to reach that, as well as High El Hobo, we'll have to pass through here. Which I guess I could do that and save the Heart of the Wood, which I'm expecting to be a kind of a major deal for next time. I mean, if I start it now, I can probably get pretty far, but I might have to pause in the middle of the dungeon, which I usually want to avoid. So, you know what? In the interest of unlocking the rest of the locations as soon as possible, I'm gonna see what this is all about. A breeze carries to you the smell of flowers and fresh mown hay. Yes, this region has the renowned peace and tranquility of the Ariel Woods. After your long journey, it is nice to relax and completely let down your guard. Excuse me? I'm not gonna do that. Don't make that kind of decision for me, game, please. You have found a passage through the third and final thorny barrier in the Ariel Woods. It is a beautiful break in the thicket, a lush stretch of green farmland and old dignified farmhouses. Ariel laborers sweat in the fields all around you. When you look directly at them, they nod in greeting. Then they try to ignore you. Oh. Okay. Hi, Ruthie. A young Ariel woman runs out of her farmhouse to greet you. You're here! You're the Havenite, aren't you? I'm Ruthie. Welcome to Brandon's Break. We heard you were coming. You have gotten warm, friendly receptions like this all throughout the Ariel Woods. Yet something is different here. Ruthie is nervous. Her gaze keeps darting to the road and the woods. Huh. Tell me about this place, Ruthie. Brandon's Break is the passage through the El Hobo thicket, where you are. It's a bit of beautiful lush land. It marks the gateway to High El Hobo. We have kept it beautiful so visitors can see the glory of the Ariel Woods before they see the heart of the forest. That's what few visitors we get. How long have these farms been here? Centuries or more. This is the heart of our woods. It has fed and protected us for all our history. You don't get many travelers now? No, It was different when I was little. So many traders and travelers and performers came through. Things were so much more lively when Haven was here. Do you want travelers to return? She is unsure how to respond. I will wait to see what High Elhovo says. I will not question the Blessed. It is not my place. I do miss that time, though, before they all left. We have so much to show you. Where did the travelers go? Back to the Vol and the Occult in Haven. Duh. When we were a vessel, Haven forced the roads open. Everyone traveled everywhere. Everyone came to High Elhovo to see the glories of the Ariel. Less now. What do you want to show us? We Ariel have worked for centuries to make a better life. More beautiful, more pleasant, more wise, safe and patient. We see it as our duty to share what we have learned with others. Haven made that easier. I want you to know I said that. Huh, okay. Noted. I mean, I don't need a meal and a place to sleep, although I suppose I wouldn't mind. Although I'm still smelling some kind of trap. Is this road dangerous? These woods are the Ariel Woods. We are part of the Great Thickets. The magic is strong here. It can be unpredictable. The trees can move. Please don't blame us. We are simple folk. We don't control it. Who does control it? The plant workers. Blessed wizards. They are the ones who talk to the forest. Command it, especially near High Elhovo. Are you ever threatened? The woods are huge and full of magic. Sometimes the trees get their own ideas. I would never dare criticize the Blessed, but sometimes they can lose control. Do the Blessed help when that happens? Yes, eventually, in their own way. We never are left to suffer for too long. Yeah, that sounds like a perfect system. Nothing to improve about that, I'm sure. Well, sure, I guess I'll take a meal and a place to sleep if there actually is such a thing. She shakes her head and casts another nervous glance at the woods. I'm sorry, this is a humble farm. I know that High Elhovo will offer much to you. It is a short distance to the south. Oh, okay. Wait, can I not? How do I get out of this dialogue? Oh, okay. I had to go through that particular dialogue path to even be allowed to exit, because escape did not work. Well then. Is this actually harmless? I don't know. I still don't buy it. Oh? Yeah. Just some wood. Whatever. Oh. Right. I'm still gonna take a quick look in here. Just make sure that there's no one. Isn't it suspicious that I'm allowed to take stuff? That's normally only the case in completely hostile places. Huh. Well, we'll see what happens here. Welp, that's one thing. With a creaking, crunching sound, the forest moves. As you watch in alarm, a wall of trees shoots out of the ground in front of you. Vines follow them out of the earth, weaving themselves among the trees to make an impassable barrier. It is actually quite glorious to watch. It is a unique and powerful bit of magic. Quite amazing, really. Also extremely inconvenient. The farmers behind you continue their work, pretending that nothing has happened. Well, I mean, I believe them when they say that they're not the ones controlling. In fact, we have met such forest controllers, plant workers or whatever. So we know that that's how that works. You find an old ruin. It's an enormous Ariel tower, lost in the walking forest. It's quite old, but the woodwork has survived the elements surprisingly well. There is one pair of tracks in the moist ground. A human has walked into the tower recently. So I guess it wasn't a coincidence that the path was closed right in front of us. I mean, it would be kind of absurd to assume it was. But it looks like someone in particular is trying to maybe stop us or at least inconvenience us. Okay, sure like it when my enemies appear one at a time so I can just pick them off without having to really fear any fighting back. 2, 3. I keep forgetting. Can I? Well, switching weapons must take at least 2 points, right? So I won't be able to switch and attack. So I'm gonna have to do this. Evaded. Well, he only evaded once. But the first attack she couldn't get off because of line of sight, I suppose. Kind of annoying. Still, so far so good. There's another skeleton, this time completely naked. Okay. 2, in fact. Oh, and they move further than expected. And there's more of them. Still, kind of easy. Or they should be, if I could hit them for the life of me. Maybe I should have attacked one of the others. Use some sort of AoE. Oh. Maybe. Yes, can still do that. Poison against skeletons. What? Oh, okay. I'm gonna heal after the fight. Should be plenty of time. Safe enough. Although, that being said, they are definitely capable of dealing quite a bit of damage. In fact, that got a bit close there. Let me heal twice. Save the game. But with any luck, we dealt with most of the undead lurking in the corridors. Not seeing any more enemies there. Huh. Okay. But we're forced to go to the next level, of course. That looks like it's not going to open. Well, this room was suspiciously empty until a moment ago. There are several shades waiting for you in this old audience hall. You draw your weapon, expecting another ambush. Then they rise and turn. They are all identical. They are your sister, Delia. Obviously they aren't her. There are too many of them. The size is wrong. Even just a single shade that looks like Delia couldn't possibly be her. You'd think that we're intelligent enough to be able to tell that, but, well. Anyway, yeah, too many of them, the size is wrong. The way they move is wrong. Yet someone intentionally gave them your sister's appearance to upset you. As they swoop toward you, you find that it is working. Do I now? Confusion. Meh. Fear resisted. Okay. Well, I guess it didn't work that well after all, huh? Mysterious interloper. You're surprisingly low, annoyingly low on magic already. I suppose because I went into this dungeon already missing some. Nice. Silence. Whatever. Oh wow. And we got more coming. Not a huge deal. If you stand there. Really? Yeah. What? This one is surprisingly not dead. I guess it must have taken less damage than I expected. Radiance. Nice, nice. Sound resistant for what it's worth. Not that it makes a huge difference either way. Yeah, we can actually reach that one. We can probably deal with these without having to spend any resources, because they're really not that dangerous. They're trying to be annoying, but even the confusion isn't that bad. It's only really annoying when it ends up stunning or fearing you. Everything else is kind of whatever. Vulnerable. I mean, I suppose vulnerable will, you know, make you take more damage. But that's only when they actually attack, and they don't do that a whole lot. So, yeah, really not particularly dangerous enemies. Silence. Suspension off. Or her, I guess. It. And that is that. Nice try. But but not more than that. So we actually ended up recovering some energy from that fight, which is always nice. Save the game again. Oh, let's see what we have here. Some optional states. Oh, what's that? No, fear. Ah, annoying. But we can deal with that. Probably worth it. I mean, a Banshee... Things they also don't have a ton of hit points. And unfortunately the angle is... yeah, didn't work out. Didn't allow him to attack there, which is fine. Okay, well, he's vulnerable, so taking a little bit more damage than I'd like. But nothing too bad so far. Wait, was that a miss? I wasn't looking, but I don't think it took any damage, so yeah. What? Huh? I keep thinking that Poison Rain is on the same hotkey as for Calic. Silly me. Yeah. Just do some of this to get this over with more quickly. Actually, I maybe should have healed him. If he resisted, thank you. You know what? You can drink one of your potions. That's what you have them for. And then do this. Nice. Actually, there's one of them. Okay. And we get money, Quicksilver, Scroll of Life, Life Ring, plus 10 to maximum health. I don't think anyone actually wants that. It is somewhat valuable. I suppose I'm even gonna take the Scroll of Life, even though obviously I don't really need another one. This was this crumbling fort's ballroom. The tiles are moldy and uneven, and the dry bones are scattered everywhere. At first, only dust hangs in the air. Then figures appear, pairs of dancing men. Pairs of men, specifically? Interesting. They do a quick turn to inaudible music. Then they turn to look at you. Each of them has your brother Sutter's face. Oh, of course. Yeah, makes sense. So obviously we're also going to encounter the Queen, maybe as the boss. That could potentially be kind of interesting, I guess. Anyway, so all of your brother Sutter's face with a look of disdain you find all too realistic. They draw their spectral blades and swoop toward you. Huh, wait. Pairs of men. Exactly 2 pairs, in fact. Well, should be able to deal with that. Oh. Except maybe it's 3 pairs. Oh, and I don't know why. What is going on? Just please. I keep expecting him to start, to get his turn first. And there's absolutely no reason why I should assume that, because it's just not how this game works. Oh well. Actually, hit point wise, they probably also have 200. Like the ones before them. Either way, not particularly tanky. Yeah, you just keep yanking him around, that's fine. He can just attack from pretty much wherever. Can step down there and blast all of those guys. Miss 2 of them in the process. Kind of annoying, but oh well. Can make another potion. Not ideal. But at least you hit. Okay, that's a little bit more annoying. Just a little bit, though. Maybe, you know what, you can also drink a potion. Shock this guy, maybe even kill him. Yep, okay, that works. Nice crit. You obviously do this again. Oh, they're all almost dead. I mean, I suppose that's okay. Shock, maybe kill? Yep. Oh, he's actually taking quite a beating. Ooh, can you reach him? Yes. That should hopefully kill them all. Nice. Okay, satisfying. Even though I ended up using quite a bit of mana. Not too much, that's fine. Also, since we killed a good amount of enemies here, we should recover, I'd say at least 2 energy, probably. Yep. Not too bad, all things considered. I guess I'm gonna have you heal him. Take a look in this room. Oh, of course. 4 extra shades this time. Is it gonna be worth it? Probably not. Charm resisted. Appreciated. Step over there. Blast them all. Okay. Hit all of them. Crit one of them. I like it. Might be able to kill them all with 2 poisons. That did not actually work that well. But we can do this, and of course 1 evaded. Die. Yeah, I mean, at least this one was over a bit faster than the first round. Of course, we also ended up using quite a bit of energy to make that happen. Aria Crystal Blade. Tier 3 Arcane Gear. Nice crit bonus. Damage is decent, I suppose, for a one-handed weapon. I wonder. Well, you can't use that actually, and you obviously can't use melee weapons at all. Or you don't want to, I should say. I mean, not terrible as a support weapon. Obviously, it's much... Wait. The Great Axe also has the built-in 20% crit chance. Never mind. Okay. If it didn't have that, it would be a nice thing to find. And that was the final item that we were able to pick up. So let's hope we don't find any more loot in this dungeon. I guess if we do, I can always get rid of something that's not super valuable. It's not like money really matters at this point. But still, you know, feels wrong to just throw things away. Oh. Okay. Hello, construct. Just a single construct? That's suspicious, isn't it? Huh. But I guess that's just what it is. Heavy blow. Strange. But I'll take it. You knew it was coming, but that doesn't make it any easier. The gates to the north and south open, and a procession of shades come in. They all look like your mother, sort of. The bodies, the faces, the air of power and confidence, all wrong. You find yourself growing furious. That someone would play with you like this is in such a clumsy, contemptuous way. It would enrage your mother, and it enrages you. Well, we could leave. Ha! Nice. What's that gonna do now? Are they... I don't know. Are they gonna despawn down there? Probably not. But if nothing else, it allowed us to... I don't know. Maybe... Huh. Yeah, maybe this just allows us to approach them in a more controlled manner. Yeah, they seem to be exactly identical. I suppose they're really all the same kind of shade, just, you know, looking slightly differently, but with no different abilities. Attack. Heavy blow. Stand there to maybe protect the rest of the party a little bit. How many of these are we gonna have to deal with? Well, there are at least 3 down here. Maybe 4 from each side. I'm really only seeing those 2 there, which is suspicious. Should I slow them? I feel like it's kind of a waste to really debuff, do anything with a long-term effect, rather than just an immediate effect like damage for enemies that are this weak. Too bad we don't have our cleaving effect anymore. You know what? Just push her off. Evaded. That's annoying. Uh-oh. Fear resisted, okay. I mean, fear is annoying, but at least it's not charm. Okay, there are more. Yeah. Next opportunity I get, I'm definitely going to heal you first and foremost, but slow them down. Uh-oh, that sucks. Please, Radiance would be nice. Of course, I got rid of the extra Radiance. Ah, evaded twice in a row, that's so annoying. Fear resisted. Radiance! Okay. Noted. I don't know if I technically knew that before, but obviously when Radiance triggers, it doesn't automatically apply to everyone. It's just a chance per party member, I guess. Better than nothing, but, well. Fear removed. Wait. But you're still feared. Not sure what that's all about. You know what? You rush up there. Evade it. Of course. Why is this going so poorly? Please kill at least that one. Okay. So it was 4 from each side, huh? Just definitely kind of nasty. Healing wave, restoring rain. Is there anything that can cure? I suppose the weakness. Yeah. Wait, and it didn't work on you? Huh. I mean, I guess you're the one who it matters the least. For whom it matters the least. Wow, holy crap, why are we missing so much? This is ridiculous. They're not buffed with anything. I guess they might just be very evasive, naturally. Yeah, 30% physical evasion. That sucks a lot. Not a fan of that. There we go. Okay. I guess we crit to make up for it, partially. So maybe they're not all the same, because I didn't really pay attention to the evasion stats and whatnot on the previous shade encounters, but it certainly didn't feel like they had this ridiculous level of physical evasion. So, let's use some magic, I guess. Okay, well. How annoying. Now, will the exit open, please? Okay, there we go. Ugh, get out of here. I mean, that was most likely the final one of those shade encounters, but... Huh? What was that? What was that sound? Arnold townsperson, hello. Oh, that was it. That actually was it. I was expecting to run into whoever summoned them in the first place, but I guess no such luck for now. You stumble out of the living forest and back into reality. You're back among the farms. The farmers don't seem to notice your emergency. They barely look at you at all. You have survived another assassination attempt. These are starting to become vexing. You found no sign of who was responsible for this outrage. On the bright side, you will be able to pass through here safely now. Or will I? Okay, leveled up again. And we still, yeah, I guess we're just not getting any more skill points, which is, you know, fine. Especially since we're free to redistribute our skill points whenever we're in town anyway. And we definitely have plenty to do, really any kind of build that we might want to do. Okay, well, the path is open. Hopefully it will stay that way, but, you know, as soon as we're on the other side and discovered any other location, like maybe El Hobo itself, we'll be able to fast travel there anyway, so no reason to ever enter this place again. See if there is anyone to talk to. I'm not expecting as much. This one is not mine, but the things in the north half of town were free to take. Whatever. Not that it matters at all, but, you know, most likely not even meaningful, just a little oversight. You've learned to be wary when traveling through this mad forest. That makes it hard to appreciate the beauty around you. The heart of the Ariel Woods is all orchards, farms, and copses of trees, sculpted over centuries to be beautiful and tranquil. Happy farmers grow bountiful crops, secure in the belief that their woods will keep them safe forever. In the distance to the south, you see a huge wooden fortress perched on the southern coast. Do we now? Oh, actually, I didn't realize that we were literally north of High El Hobo. I still thought it was somewhere to the southeast. Well then, right, place of atonement. As you explore this section of the woods, some Ariel guards stop you. Pardon, traveler, did you know that that you were close to the Palace of Atonement? Oh, palace, not place. Right. After you answer no, wait, why? Of course we did. He says, please travel carefully. The palace is full of dangerous criminals. If any decided to leave, they might cause you a delay. You thank them for the warning and move on. Why would any dangerous criminals leave? That sounds like they could just choose to do so at any point. Which might be true. Okay, well, here it is. I can now travel there whenever I want to. Okay, there are some spiders guarding supplies. Probably just more Quicksilver, so not really something I absolutely want to do right now, especially since I'm really just looking to finish up exploration and end the episode here. The remote farmhouse doubles as a workshop. Tools, rusty vats, and pots full of herbs are everywhere. The air smells of dirt and ozone. An old man in a worn leather jerkin sits by the fire. Ah, the Havenite. He motions for you to join him. Many visitors find their way here. Many, huh? Okay. I'm Tormund, and they all come to me to get the finest goods. Ariel goods. Fine goods, you say? The Ariel are dedicated to perfecting life. Our lands, our homes, our food, our tools. We will not be satisfied until they are the best. Your defenses? Yes, our magical fortress is impenetrable. That is why we will always be free. Your leaders? The blessed, you mean? He frowns and thinks about it. I don't want to talk about it. Wiser heads can speak on it. I'm very impressed with what I've seen. I mean, yeah, I guess no doubt they have some impressive things, but obviously they're also completely nuts. At least their leaders are. And the common people are way too content with... Well, I suppose they're not really all that content, but most of them are just afraid to speak their mind, which is equally as bad. Anyway, Ariel goods are alright, but the world is a big place. I mean, yeah, I guess we really don't know much about other vassal states, right? Other nations in this universe, on this planet, I guess. Or really much about the state of the art in Haven itself, in mainland Haven. You know what? Yeah, sure. I think these people are a little bit too full of themselves anyway, so he laughs. Say what you want. We are used to your envy. Right. Maybe someday I will show you some of my stock. I will show some of my stock to you. Then you will see. I mean, show me now. Tormund shakes his head. I hear gossip from High El Hobo. They're worried about you. Until I get their approval, I can't sell to you. Only buy. Sorry to disappoint you after your long journey. It's not that big of a disappointment to begin with. But I guess I will sell you your own stupid blade and your own stupid ring. Even tempted to sell one of these Scrolls of Life, but I suppose I really don't need to. I can just store them away. Whatever. Oh. You're close to High El Hobo, the center of power in the Ariel Woods. It is here that all decisions of great import are made. It is a spectacular place, a fortress of polished hardwood, a loop of elegant curves grown over many generations. You can see merchants and blessed walking in and out, watched by guards with blades of growing energy. Glowing energy. It is lovely, yes, but also dangerous. The gate is wide open, waiting for you. Well, that gate will have to wait a little bit longer. The Ariel warriors in this region are puffed up with arrogance. They barely grant you a look as they breeze by you. Huh. Well, fine by me. I don't need their approval or anything. Okay, well, that's that. That's all the locations. So that really only leaves, well, obviously, Hyel Hovo to talk to a lot of people, I guess. Make some enemies, most likely. And then 2 more dungeons, and that's it. Well, depending on what else the endgame and the fight against the Calamity and the Nissi might have in store. I guess there are the private sections of the refuges, which might actually count as endgame dungeons, so we'll see. But yeah, for the time being, I'm gonna take a break here. Still not entirely sure if I'm gonna head into Hyel Hovo next time or check out one of those dungeons. But we'll see. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching, as always. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.